Oh, it's time. Time to get radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Radical Comment of the Week for September 22nd through the 28th, 2020. These are the very best comments from that time period. Starting out, we have the three honorable mentions going to Martyville, Destroyer of Heroes, and Juliet India Mobile. The bronze medal is going to come to us from Juliet India Mobile also. Why would you want to be the next MGR? Wood, RGT, Spawnwave, Happy Console Gamer, or old DJ Begstream Slope? To make a mark in the gaming scene? I've heard that a couple of those guys have kids. I have a daughter. The last thing I would want to tell my grandkids someday is I'm living in the basement because I was a loser who decided my career was talking about games on YouTube until the bubble burst, or I started to lose an audience because I became irrelevant. Both my wife and I work very hard to ensure my daughter has the best upbringing we can provide. Both of us have well-paying management jobs for two well-known major corporations, and we've earned it every step of the way. I just watched Console Wars on CBS, and it proves that if you truly want to make it in the games industry, YouTube isn't the place. Howard Lincoln, Tom Kalinske, Satoru Iwata, Hideo Kojima, Phil Spencer, Reggie Fils-Aimé are all immortalized in the industry, and none of them are YouTube personalities. None of them have to beg an audience for money or freebies and whine that they don't get them. If you want to look up to people in the gaming industry community, YouTube should not be where you are looking. On a side note, thanks for resurrecting some of the older stuff, Rick. Well, no problem. I will be going through and bringing back a lot of those classic uploads. What I still have and everything. I know a lot of you love those. But yeah, why would you want to be the next MGR? So many people stop by through the years now that I've been criticizing Metal Jesus. And there's a lot to criticize. There is. Believe me. Not just Metal Jesus. There's so many people that stop by. And they will assure me that I am jealous. And the reason I am making these critical uploads is because I want to be them. I don't understand why many people would want to be in a situation, especially, and I don't have kids. I don't think I'll ever have kids. But if I had kids, it would be incredibly foolish and reckless to just be a YouTuber, right? Because you bring up irrelevance. You bring up flavors of the week, right? What happens when you're a YouTuber? And I've seen it happen many times. A YouTuber comes out, people like their channel, but then they are replaced by better alternatives. And it just seems like, people just leave their channel and they go to another channel, especially if it's like a niche type channel, right? Well, and then they get frustrated and they start to cry, they start to whine, they start to get on their channels, they start to say that, they need to start their Patreon and they have problems. Well, fuck you, buddy. A lot of people have problems. A lot of people have problems. Why should people that actually work for a living be giving you their hard-earned money because you couldn't make it on YouTube? The silver medal is going to come to us from Martyville. Oh God, why do you have to remind me that show exists? Talk about Super, Dragon Ball Super. Rick, Dragon Ball Super is really bad. I've recently seen people who defend the manga complaining about the latest arc being a discount fusion of the Cell, King, Piccolo, and Frieza saga. Tournament of Power was by far the worst tournament arc in Dragon Ball I have seen. In fact, it's the worst Dragon Ball arc I have ever seen. There is no tension because we know Goku will train Oob at the end. Zeno was just a Dragon Ball Super fanboy, self-insert that bent the rules to fulfill our wet dreams instead of being actually unpredictable and making him an interesting character. I have never seen so much recycled animation. Not even in Digimon Adventure, which was a low-budgeted show at the time, recycled that much animation. All the fights looked the same. They were repetitive and hard to watch. They felt dragged out compared to actual dragged out fights like in the Frieza saga. At least the battle against Frieza was engaging. The power scaling is out of the window. Nothing makes sense. Characters rival Blue Super Saiyan with off-screen training like Gohan and 17. Roshi turned into an overpowered. Well, that's a word. I choose not to use that word. And manages to beat Tien with just 2 attacks. Tien surpassed Roshi before training under Korin, and now decades passed with him non-stop training after his training under King Kai. The guy who stalled Cell gets defeated by a guy who died using the Mafuba on H. King Piccolo? What the fuck? In fact, I think it's heavily implied Roshi is stronger than Gotenks. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. You know how many powerful opponents Roshi has had to surpass to reach a level of a prodigy like Gotenks? Goten and Trunks managed to pressure Android 18 together. Android 18 beat the crap out of 2 Super Saiyans in the Cell Saga. These two combined, who rivaled Super Buu, are weaker than Roshi. What? Goku is dumb as hell. He gets caught off guard like some amateur all the time by nobodies. Uses a spirit bomb in a tournament where anyone can attack him from any angle at any time. Circles through his transformations against a dude he knows full well is stronger than the guy he had to go blue against. Trains his opponent to make them harder to beat like the female self-insert Saiyans. Android 17 became a Gary Stu. The characters was chill but also had a superiority complex, has suddenly super hearing, super strength, super intellect, and somehow is also selfless. This is not the character we know from Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super, sorry. Dragon Ball Super is just filler to Z. It's just filling the 10 years gap between the fight against Buu and meeting with Oob. Now that you mention that, I think I went a little easy on Super. The power scaling is the biggest issue. Master Roshi, what the fuck is going on with Master Roshi? They brought him back and they made him super powerful. It's delightful to see characters like 17 given some service, but 17 was fist fighting with Blue Goku. All right, it just doesn't make any sense anymore, right? Because at least in Z, you would have a clear set power scaling for the most part. There were weird things that happen, like Tien holding down second level Cell, for a while, but that was really interesting. But I think we overlooked it because that was a really cool fucking moment, right? Moments like that really surprised you, that shocked you, that were done well. Super is in no way, shape, or form better than Z. I don't think anyone will say it's better than Z, but you had potential there. You had a lot of potential. There was some interesting aspects. The villain, for instance, it was a different villain than Cell or Frieza, but there's so many things about this show. I didn't like the training of the females during the saga, because I know Goku is supposed to be dumb, but the thing is, he's trying to win the tournament. He's trying to win a tournament for his universe, okay? Then why would you train... Why would you... The power scaling is a problem. You need to clearly set up where everyone stands, all right? You just can't have people like Master Roshi coming out and being so overpowered, while they took certain characters that maybe they could have actually given that shine to, I don't know, like a Piccolo, right? I think a lot of people's been waiting for Piccolo to have some kind of a power-up. And he did train with Gohan, and for a second there you thought, hey, he's actually going to show that he gained a lot of power. Gained some power, but I don't know. There are certain characters that they could have used that on. And 17? Why? You could have taken that same shine that you gave to 17 and given it to Piccolo, who's a longtime member of the Dragon Ball cast, but it just feels so weird. Seriously? 17? 17. Okay. And the power scaling is just, it doesn't make any sense. And the gold medal comes to us from CPE 1704, TKS. No regulation means ripe for opportunists to profit from others' vulnerabilities. An easy play for the right fagin mentality, but here's the other side. There's also no protection for either party. leaving the business owner ripe for the attention of people who may have an obsessive disposition. This is not ideal for the other person who is obsessing either, as the lines are blurred, so in many instances they wouldn't be able to stop even if they wanted to. This is why when working with people with differing needs, it is essential to protect yourself and them by adhering to legislation put there over the years of tweaking and campaigning. In addition, the usage of personal safety measures such as not giving personal information out, also being clear with the people that you work with, not giving them false hopes and friendship, etc., in the hope of some personal gain, i.e. influence, validation, or currency mainly. This is working with Autism 101. If, like this, Silent Rob, etc., state that he is offering an entertainment service for money, then he is effectively entering into some sort of professional relationship with strangers, and he has no idea what their brains are like. This Rob mentioned that the interaction with hidden gems went on for a while, then the miserable manipulator turns and takes the piss out of the guy. This is sickening behavior, and if you worked in any capacity with disabled people, or, at least in the UK, you would be prevented from working in that field again. On top of that, the guy then bemoans his lot at the hands of his obsessive fan that he knowingly courted and provided personal information to on an unregulated, unprotected business service for tax-free money. This is what happens when you accidentally grow up and try to take advantage of the grown-up world without following the rules that are there to protect you all. Absolutely sickening behavior. Cry me a freaking river. The cash cow wasn't the flavor that Rob wanted, so him and his cronies publicly humiliate him. I hope for the sake of his soul that he realizes the shame in what he did there. Not the flavor. The cash cow didn't have the flavor of milk that you wanted, right? It's a great point. There are situations and instances to where, and I've seen it on YouTube, people get really obsessive over you. I've had a few issues also. I've had people make fake Twitter accounts. The thing is, I never once took money from people that come here. Because the thing is, when you start taking money, and you're a YouTuber, and you start taking money from people, you don't know what their brains are like. You don't know what their minds are like. And in this situation with Rob, he took money knowingly or unknowingly. All right? Knowingly or unknowingly. I've heard different things from people. He took donations from a 14-year-old, right? Not even like a 14-year-old with a regular mind, but this person clearly has some mental issues, right? They have some issues. So many things can come up, many problems can arise, and there was an issue which I'm a little foggy on, a little fuzzy on. It's been 4 months ago, where this person actually alerted the authorities for some reason. And there's no instance where anyone should alert the authorities and get the authorities involved over, a YouTuber in that situation that I guess wasn't talking to you, or it was not a valid reason. But this is what you open yourself up to when you start courting. And what's the word you say? Did you say cultivating? Courting? There was a great word you used. But when you start courting and cultivating these business relationships, taking money, taking large donations, taking games, taking these things from people that could possibly be a little touched in the head, things are going to happen. So what's really kind of disgusting about this whole situation is, and like I said, you put it perfectly, when the cash cow wasn't the flavor that you wanted, him and his cronies humiliate him. So humiliating somebody that is giving you money, humiliating somebody that you took donations from when they were a simple child, and not really owning up to that, right? Like trying to put it off on something else. That's what I noticed, right? The deflection of this. Just fucking own up to it. One last thing you wrote here I'll touch on. This Rob mentioned that the interaction with hidden gems went on for a while. So if he couldn't tell something was up, then he's either purely ignorant or purely callous towards his fans and patrons. Well, I don't think he's ignorant to it. I think he knew exactly what was going on. I think he knew that this person was a bit mentally touched, right? Whenever you start to get all these messages, these constant messages, this constant attention from somebody, you probably kind of know that they are dependent upon you, right? They're dependent upon you for friendship, and they give you money for friendship. It's a crock of shit in many cases, especially this one, where a YouTuber might say, well, you know what? It's my entertainment value. These people are giving me all this money for my entertainment. Really? Is that it, right? No one gives somebody $100, $200 donations on a gaming live stream for any other reason that they feel that there's something more going on there, like a personal relationship, a friendship. What Rob does is he cultivates these friendships. It's not about the entertainment. It is not. Because I hate to tell this motherfucker, you are not worth $100 and $200 donations. Okay? That entertainment ain't that good, motherfucker. No, it ain't. So he has cultivated all these personal friendships, but they are one-sided friendships. One-sided friendships. But he's not the only one. I'm just pointing it out. So what happens is when you cultivate these friendships and people start giving you all this money, well, let's say one day if you start to maybe cut things off a little bit, then they might want to collect, is what I'm saying. What do you think they're giving you money for? To a lot of you, YouTubers, really sit down and think about it. Think about why they're giving you hundreds of dollars each month in some cases. See, that'd be a red flag for me. That'd be a red fucking flag.